URI Hoops. What is your expectation for the number 23 URI Rams this year?
Did you ask Dan Hurley the question that if it's what was the word, nightmare if they don't win the disaster if they don't get to the tournament? He didn't say disaster, but it'd be a huge disappointment. It will be a huge disappointment if URI doesn't get to the NCAA tournament. They're preseason 23 in the country, only ranked team in the A10, first time ranked since Lamar Odom was here in the late 90s. This year was supposed to be last year. They had all the same pieces, and E.C. Matthews goes down in the first game, so they kind of get a mulligan, so to speak. And this year, and they have, you've been to practice, I've been to practice, big bodies, a lot of bodies, talented guys. Dan Hurley said they're experienced, they have skilled players, they can shoot, they're deep. I mean, there's no reason for them not to go to the tournament. They play in Mohegan Sun, they play Cincinnati, who's ranked. They win, then they play Duke, who's number 1. That can really help their strength of schedule. A win over Duke or even Cincinnati would be a signature win, because playing in the A10, which is a good conference, they're not going to get that many impressive W's. But my expectation is they make the NCAA tournament. They win a game, then anything can happen. Maybe they get to the Sweet 16. I'm not declaring them a Final Four team, but finally an NCAA tournament team. Long time coming, and I think Dan Hurley and the guys pull it off.
NCAA tournament team, absolutely. I was trying to think about not URI, the Providence teams that we've seen recently, and how this team maybe matches up to them. The team with Bryce Cotton.
Yep.
They didn't have any NBA players on that team at Providence, so
Bats and Henton.
I mean, they had a cup of coffee. I think this team can approximate the talent we saw on that team. Now, Cotton during the Big East tournament, etc., was on another level, so that obviously helped. We'll see if E.C. Matthews can get back to regain his form. Yeah, of course I expect them to go to the NCAA tournament. They have to go to the tournament.
They need a killer instinct. There's been games the last few years that are close and they kind of just blow it.
Yeah, they have to go to the tournament. There's no way around that. They have to get there. And their goal, to me, even if it's internally, you have to win more than what Providence has been able to win. I think that would be a nice
to the second weekend.
Little stamp to say. They need to beat. Tough. You'd have to win 2 games, because Providence did finally win a game last year.
And they need to beat PC at the Dunks December 3rd. If they don't do that,
no.
I mean, PC I think is going to be better than people think.
I do too.
If you don't beat them this year,
you got to beat them this year. But even if they lose to PC, they'd obviously take 2 tournament wins and a loss to PC. If they could find a way to win 2 tournament games and do more than any of those Providence teams, Dunn, Bats, Henton, whatever you want to. Bentel, Cotton, any of them did. That would be a nice little thing to say. Also, you cannot
underestimate what getting to the tournament means to a program. It means, just from a fan base perspective, you'll be seeing pink URI hats. You're talking about the pink hats earlier with the Red Sox.
That'd be great if they could get there.
The NCAA tournament essentially is almost too important for the. It's all anyone cares about. 75% of America only watches college basketball once March turns on the calendar.
And they're 23. And the last thing I'll say is, it was nice to talk about how they're 23rd in the nation and all that today, but act like it. Expect to be really good in these games.
And I thought they had a little bravado listening to some of the sound that you had.
Not cocky, but you got to expect to be there.
Yeah.
You can't be in awe of Duke. You have to expect to compete with Duke, and that's what I hope.
Don't be the cute underdog upstart team.
No,
you belong there, right?
It's great being here. No.
All right. On the other.